Hey guys, welcome back to Easy Ass Engineering. Today I want to guys go over a topic on capital cost allowance. Now this topic is relevant to the Canadian income tax code. I'm not sure if it's the same for other countries. Maybe similar for the States, but I'm not sure. So what is capital cost allowance? Basically, Canada Revenue Agency will take into account that assets are depreciable, and they will give you a tax break. They will give you a capital cost allowance annually to make up for that depreciation, basically. So let's figure out how to find it. Given this problem, manufacturing equipment was acquired for $12,000. The under-depreciated capital cost of this equipment after 3 years of depreciation using CCA depreciation as a Class 43 asset is close to... So basically, it's simply asking for the UCC3, which I'll explain in a minute. Let's just write our givens. Our givens are the initial cost, and the time we're looking for is 3, and we're looking for a UCC3. Guys, UCC3 it's the remaining balance at year 3 after you've taken out the capital costs at year 3. You'll see what I mean when we do the problem. It's pretty simple stuff, guys. So here are the formulas. So the initial capital cost allowance after the first year will be found using this formula. And then for the following years, n is greater than or equal to 2, we can use either this one or this one. This is like the second formula over here is to find any year directly. It's a bit longer to remember, but if you want to do the whole depreciation scheme from year 1 to n, you'll use this one. So let's go with, we'll do the longer one. We'll use this method for now. So it's a Class 43 asset. So you're going to have to go through it's an official table given by the CRA. You can find it at the Canada Revenue Agency website, or just Google it. I'll show you guys it here right now. So here it is. This whole table here, depending on what asset you have. But here we're having a manufacturing at machinery at Class 43. That's what the problem states. So we're going to be using 30% for that. That's the rate that we need to know for see for here, the D right there. 30%. So now let's just work with the problem. Let's go for the first year's allowance you get back from the depreciation. This is your capital cost. Multiply the rate over 2. So the rate in decimal form over 2. And that will give us a value of 1,800. Now, UCC. You have to find the UCC at each year as well, which is just the remaining balance after you take away 1,800 from 12,000. So it will just be 12,000 minus 1,800. It's $10,200. Now for CCA2, we're going to jump to the next formula over here. No, we're not going to use that one. That's the direct answer. We'll just jump to this one. Here we go. Right here. This is equal to D times UCC of the previous year. So it's equal to 0.30 multiplied by the previous year's UCC. Undepreciated capital cost. That's what it means. 10,200 is 3060. And the undepreciated capital cost at year 2 is simply previous year's UCC minus the new capital cost at year 2. And that gives us 7140. And you can see the pattern now. It's really easy. So for the third year, it's just point D times previous year's UCC, the balance, the remaining balance. 0.3 times 7140. 2142. And finally, the problem is asking for UCC3, which is the remaining balance at year 3. So last year's balance minus the allowance of this present year. It gives us a value of 4998. And as you can see, it is an option over here. Correct answer. Alright, I just want to go over one more problem to solidify your understanding of this topic. Again, we're still dealing with the Canadian Revenue Agency. Let's read the problem. On July 1st, 2010, Sarah paid $100,000 for a greenhouse and an additional $50,000 for the land on which the greenhouse stands. The UCC at the end of year 2 is close to. Alright, they want the UCC at the end of year 2. We have to take the different costs separately in these kinds of questions. So, cost of the greenhouse is $100,000. And it's going to have its own corresponding rate according to that chart from the other table, which is basically this chart here. Let's get it here. So it's a greenhouse, right? $100,000 for a greenhouse. And you can find greenhouse here from class number 6. It says most greenhouses are at the last sentence, right? So that's 10%. We're going to take it as 10%. Let's just go. And guys, let me tell you something. The land has a cost of $50,000, but guys, land is a non-depreciable item. It's not considered whatsoever, so we can actually omit this whole line and just continue the problem with what can depreciate, which is the greenhouse at a rate of 10%. So it's asking for UCC at the end of year 2. I want to just show you guys how to use the other formula, this one right here. You can directly find the UCC at year 2 without finding year 1 and year 2 and so on. So let's just directly try it out here, see if we get an answer. UCC2 is equal to P, the original cost, multiplied by 1 minus your depreciation rate over 2, and that's a percent, by the way. So 1 minus 10 over 2, 5%, 0.05, multiplied by 1 minus rate, 0.10, to the power of n. N is your current year, minus 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1. And multiplying this out, guys, you get 0.9 times 0.95 times 100,000. Gives you 85,500. Right? And that is your answer right here. I just want to quickly show you guys the way we use in the last in the last column, that it gives you the same result. Let's do it right here. So CCA 1 gives you, according to the charts, is 100,000 multiplied by D over 2, so 5%, 0.05. And that gives you 5,000. And UCC1 is previous year's UCC, year 0 starting capital, minus 5,000, previous year's capital cost allowance, 95,000. And CCA2 will move to this formula right here. Is equal to D, which is 0.1 in this case, times previous year's UCC, 95,000. Is 9,500. And the question is asking for UCC2. And that's just your previous year's UCC minus your current year's capital cost allowance, which gives you a value of 85,500. Same thing. Guys, really easy stuff. Just remember a couple formulas and you're good to go. If you enjoyed the video and you learned something new, like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below if you have any questions on this topic. See you in the next video.